Rivet crew, happy Tuesday. Although sadly it is our last day at the gym for a little while. But don't worry, time will fly by and I will keep you busy at home with some workouts while we are shut down. We are spending our last day here at the gym doing some aerobic capacity and cardiovascular endurance work. As you can see, we have some bike, some row, and some run today. So definitely a cardiovascular type flavor today's workout. We're also adding a little bit of interval work today, or we're doing this in an interval style, I should say. We're doing 6 rounds total. You have 5 minutes to complete each round, and ideally, we're getting each round done in under 4 minutes, so we get at least a minute to rest before the next round starts. If you're looking at those numbers I have there for you, and you're thinking, ooh, I probably can't get that done in under 4 minutes, feel free to trim those numbers down a little bit if you absolutely have to. Try not to, but if you need to, go ahead. I think those machines may be possibly challenging for one of or two of our athletes I can think of, our smaller stature type people. I won't name any names, but if you're out there, you can trim those numbers. But we're going to try and get all this work done in 4 minutes or less, hopefully less, so we get more rest. Not an all-out sprint workout by any means, right? Because we're resting for a relatively short time in comparison to how much we're working. So we're looking for kind of a steady, sustained effort across all 6 rounds. Right, it's better to have 6 rounds at a sustained, kind of relatively steady effort than it is to like 2 really fast rounds, and then 4 rounds where you're getting slower and slower and slower. Not as much of a fitter, faster, stronger benefit there. You can think about this. I would think about this about doing like maybe 600, 800 meter runs if you're not quite sure how to approach this. Right, think about hitting the track and you're doing 6 800s with a minute or 2 rest in between. Think about how that would feel. Your first round today, hit it at like, I'd say somewhere in the like 75 to 80% effort. So not full on, but a good strong effort. And then after that, you'll know sort of the intensity that'll be sustainable for the next 5 rounds after that. Score today, you're going to keep track of your times, and your score will be your slowest round out of the 6. Slowest time goes on the board. What else do I got there? I don't really have much to talk about other than, so body parts. I like to talk about body parts. I like to talk about what our body's doing when we're working out. Today I want to focus on the feet when we're doing these things. So on the row and the bike, we want heavy feet. We want to try to transfer our body weight to our feet so we get more power and we're a little more efficient on the bike and the rower. So on the bike, and actually I'll start by how we sit on the row and the bike. So both the rower and the bike, if we're sitting more sort of on the glutes, on the cheeks, if you will, we're putting more body weight into the seat. If we actually tend to kind of push our heads back and we have more hamstring on the seat on both the rower and the bike, we can actually transfer more body weight to the feet. So we're taking some weight out of the seat and into the feet. Isn't that a cute little phrase? But if we can kind of lean forward slightly, get our hamstrings on the seat, this is for the bike in particular, we can get more body weight into the pedal. And even like a little bit, like 5%, 10% of your body weight transferred to the pedals really helps get that wheel going faster. And the same thing with the rower as well. If we can kind of lean forward a little bit more and have the seat more on the hamstrings, less on the glutes, we can actually transfer a little bit more body weight to the feet. And I'm not telling you on either of the machines to like actually kind of lift your butt up off the seat or anything like that. We don't want that. We just want a little less weight back here and a little more weight down there for more efficient running and rowing. And then the flip side of that, when we run, sorry, it's a lot of traffic going by right now. I should have closed the doors. But when we run, we actually want very light feet. So you want heavy feet on the row and the bike. We want light feet when we run, right? My favorite simple cue is try to make as little noise as possible with your feet when you're running. If your feet are just slamming down on the ground all the time when you're running, not good. We actually want to stay mostly kind of on the balls of the feet or absorbing most of the contact. We want to keep the feet directly underneath the body when we run, so nice and light. We talk about pulling the feet up off the ground as opposed to pushing yourselves forward with the feet. We kind of pull, nice and light. And then my phrase is to lean and pull when we run, like kind of lean, use that body weight to pull you forward, and then stay nice and light on the feet. This makes for a lower impact, more efficient running. So light feet on the run, heavy feet on the row and the bike. It's going to help you get through this workout today just a little bit more efficiently. Make sure you practice these things in your warm-up today. We're going to do the 2 machines and the run in the warm-up. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. See you at the gym. Morgan out.